Welcome back to my channel. How you doing? So this news that have been going around, trending news that have been going around about Mr. Ibu, I never wanted to talk about it, but I think it's time. It's time, because I have a lot to share concerning this very family and concerning Mr. Ibu specifically. And I know that some people out there that you also connect to this very situation will know, the right life to live. How you live your life is how you will end up. If you live it in a normal way, fine. If you live it in a way that is otherwise, this is what's going to turn up to be. So Mr. Ibu is one of Nollywood comedians. I call him a comedian, the kind of comedian that, is in his blood. A lot of people that, they have talent that God has blessed them with, but there are some that are, it's just something they learned. It's just something they, they indulge themselves with and they become who they are today. But there's some people there that they are being born with, this nature of talent have been born. That is just what our dear brother, Mr. Ibu, it's like his own comedian nature is inborn. His funny attitude is inborn inside of him. Even in this state of him being in the hospital now, it's like the development now is that his leg finally, the leg that we really were clamoring. Even here, I also share it on my channel that people should just please reach out to this family and reach out to Mr. Ibu and see how they can help, because that is why we are in this life. God led a lot of people that have died. It's not that they died because maybe they have wrong ways, or that is why they ended up dying, but you are alive for a reason. So I talked about that, and people reached out, and I saw how the people came out from different places, turning up, loved ones, friends, and also colleagues. And at the end of the day, they made huge amount of money, that the people helped and contributed just to see that the health condition of our dear brother, Nollywood actor Mr. Ibu, is, at least there's a kind of new development towards it. And finally, the way we never anticipated, we never planned it to be, even himself, it ended up that his leg was being cut off. We give glory to God for everything, but what I'm here specifically is because of this new, these flying stories that are trending around about Jasmine, the so-called adopted daughter that he said he brought into his home as an adopted daughter. We know her, at least she also has her own page, Instagram account. She's also on doing what we do, the stuff here we do on social media. Okay, so she's really a popular one at that. And why being hospitalized, very dark man raised up a story about the wife to Mr. Ibu, how she has been demanding money to to elevate herself. I don't know the right words to use. That is just the allegation going around. Very dark man came up with, and the other side of it was Mr. Ibu's wife coming after what very dark man said, allegation concerning her, that she was demanding the money they contributed together to see that the health condition of our dear brother Mr. Ibu is at least enhanced. Okay, that she when she's supposed to should be looking about the well-being of husband, then rather and she was demanding for money, so high phone and the rest of that. But that is not what I'm here for. But this I'm going to leave if that I got somewhere. But the adopted daughter, I don't understand what is really going on. The adopted daughter of Mr. Ibu is not actually the adopted daughter. So people, I don't want to conclude yet, but I'm here just to, my main reason of being here, that is what I want to share. And I know you're going to learn out of the reason why I'm doing this topic, because you are going to learn a lot of things out of this story. I don't just pray, I pray for forgiveness, for Mr. Ibu, that God should just forgive him. We know that we sometimes we go out of our way to do what is not right in the sight of God. Okay, I pray that God, like, he should put his home right. Because there's nothing like, when a man, Mr. Ibu is once married and he already has grown-up children. They have grown. And it was this news about his health condition that started surfacing on the internet. His children, the first wife that he had from the first wife, yes, they came up and they were sharing some things concerning this Jasmine issue also with the second wife to Mr. Ibu. But I don't just want to drop things here and there, but let me just hit the nail on his head. Hits the points. Okay, look, there is nothing like if a man put his home in order. There is nothing like a man living a life, okay, that glorifies God, and through God glorifies him. Like I said when I started, Mr. Ibu is someone that God gave talent. God, I don't know the family he came out from. It's not like he's the best, the most hustled person, or the most, how do I put it, the most, capable, like that God just had to use him to help his family where he came from. But now, I don't know, the enemy, what they do is to kill, to steal, and destroy, especially when they see that God is going to use you to become a light to the family. Mr. Ibu made a very, very big mistake. Mr. Ibu, he made a very big mistake for allowing, no matter, look, in marriage, you don't expect that marriage is just going to be rosy. Sometimes there might be fallout. Sometimes things will just be going in a normal direction the way it should. Okay, there is nothing in this life that you will not encounter. You would at some point you're going to encounter a lot of hurdles. You're going to encounter things that will come against you just to see that the enemy pull you off. Just remain standing. The mistake that Mr. Ibu made was to allow another woman into his life. Especially, I see him as somebody that is promiscuous, and the same way with other men. They say this thing is instilled inside of a man, to be promiscuous in nature. And you see, polygamy is the worst thing that you ever have to think as a man to come by. If that is your second option that you want to think of, especially when, I don't know why men, like, immediately things start turning up good. Immediately things are just like, there is some kind of development. Things are, are just, coming up together. You will see them. The next thing is to womanize. Either they womanize or to be hanging out with friends. And you know that what is going to turn up with at the end will be disastrous. That is just the truth. They say the way that seems right in the sight of men is a way to destruction. Mr. Ibu made a very big mistake. Have you ever seen the first wife coming up on social media, like all these things that have been going on about Mr. Ibu? Have you ever seen her turning up and say this, that? Look, that is how to know a woman. Look, I'm not saying that woman is the best of it all, but they will definitely in this life. You don't expect to see someone that is just so perfect, but how you made that imperfection to be perfect is what matters. Now, Mr. Ibu just want to take, with the actions he has taken so far, is ending to these destructive comments I'm seeing here and there. He's in a very, very delicate state right now, and especially at least it's not up to 3 days or so that we heard news from this same Jasmine that his leg or was being cut off at the end of it all. Fine, like I said, we thank God for it. But now these new things. And another thing, please, why would you think of going out or messing up yourself as a man to another woman? Be careful that words have ears. Now, like I said, I'm going to leave the voice notes behind so you hear yourself, and I will explain to you later what that voice notes is all about. That Jasmine, at the end of the day, that thought that, as Mr. Ibu said, was that adopted daughter was actually is side chick, like I'm hearing. I don't want to conclude here, but the story is we are seeing the new surface. Everything is just surfacing little by little. They will know who really Jasmine is, because anything you do on social media, especially if you're a social media personality, you're someone that is being known. Be careful how you do things. Now, this new conversation, you'll be asking, how will somebody record this kind of thing? Like as if the person know that something like this will come up later. The first mistake that Mr. Ibu made was to allow another woman into his home. That is mistake. And when you allow another woman to his home, please check their background, check who they are. If they're that kind of people that don't have good home bringing or good upbringing or good attitude, that is how it ends. Now, oh God, I don't know. I'm just trying to see how I can make sense out of what I'm saying or sharing today to you. Look, be careful as a man. If you have a wife, you have children, bless God, carry that home along. It doesn't mean that the home will not face a lot of encounters or attacks here and there, just to see it. I've said it before, to pull it off. Please, the way you stand at the end of it all is what matters most. Now, see what is turning up. A man that is still in the hospital bed, lying there in a critical condition, his family is falling apart. How would the children feel? That's why be careful what you do here on social media. If you want to, like now, the generation that we are now is everybody's now on social media. Anything that you see that is going on in Kafanshan, anything that is going on in Dubai, anything that is in any part of the world, you will definitely see it in the comfort of your homes. Now, how can this conversation, be recorded as if they knew? Be careful what you do. If you're a man and you're kind of person that you're inner genitals. You cannot keep it to yourself. You're the kind of person that walk from place to place, or you have made it and you decided to say, okay, that woman you have in your house is no more a comfortable person for you. It's no more a person that you can bring, carry along with you. What God is doing in your life, you want to push them out. Immediately you think of bring another woman. That is how it's going to turn up. It's going to turn up disastrous. Who is now in the hospital bed? It's not Miss Tibu. Now, with this new voice note that just came up, and about Jasmine not being, the person that was supposed or was thought is to Mr. Ibu as an adopted daughter, like he claimed, is actually a side chick. Because now, with the new record of this new record, the voice record you just heard, or you're going to be hearing soon, talking about, let me just leave it behind so that you will listen. Then I will come back because it was Igbo. I'm also Igbo. The conversation. No problem. Everybody in Igbo Empire. But you know, with them Botoshi, dinner attack, dinner your son. Oh, very bad. Jasmine Matt. Just we're with the fame to overnight. With the internet fame everywhere. Ibu daughter, Anna everywhere. You might never come about that girl before. Years back, you were going to say no one girl no over a hippie. This girl plays a hamburger. You may go when you know what. Daddy make you know what. Get on no feeling it. This is strong. That's why we're facing your son. It was him at Tiago. All of my son. But to get cushion with my head, ram. What's your idea? No game gonna play. What's your family gonna go for the ball? I'm the boy. I'm the boy. I'm the boy. Lagos. Daddy, I'm only the one more time. Okay. Hey, that boy not one like this. I think so. This girl, but Jasmine, you on the internet. You on the now, what they might know and let her go. Oh, I have been with them. And let her go. More suffer for since as in Mr. Garu, everything. Mama made everything. The put that one at us, Jasmine put her from nowhere there. You know, with them, open on me, I carry your wife along for like him. But to come now, but when my yoga or they happy. When my open I got for my on a radio watching it. Obromwa, I'll react. What I that time, all this way, I give you a suspect. Yes. Can you give me money dinner? I don't understand. Full time, you are my father. I don't see no reason why I should have. Free, oh yes. All realize, Basha. It's true. Realize. Crazy. Okay, I see. The thing with them. Fake Jasmine. Mpada around have go there. Jasmine pretend to say bumpire. What else on our resistance? You know with them. You know only in case medimity your son come but the worst. Every day. He didn't go. Yes. Jesus. Okay, you walk on again. But that head don't no get shit. Please be careful how you live your life. Like I said, who is now in the hospital, but it's not Mr. Ido. The rest of them are now looking for how to clamor, like to pounce on that money that the man is supposed to use to help and elevate his health. Looking for how to take it away. Or if you ask Mr. Ibu, the reason why he had to go ahead to get another woman into his life, he might tell you that the first wife is that makes the home, unstable. He will definitely have excuse to tell you about the first wife, the reason why. Look, it doesn't mean, see, in this life, as a woman, not only as a woman, but also as a man, if you thought that the best you have to do, that one that you have with right now, except if that person is always like domestic violence is involved, then take your hands off that relationship. But if the man, like it's a kind of combat, definitely there will be exchange of roles. A lot of things do happen. So that depends on different people's, way of their home, how their home is. But it doesn't mean that when you take the second wife, doesn't that like the second wife that you now took now, or the second woman that you brought into your life now, is it making it better? Is it not that the first wife is even more, like the way I see it so far, the first wife for me is even more conservative, because all this, well, like I said before, you have never seen her social media. She has not even come to interfere or come to make her own confessions or say anything concerning what has been going on in life. But look, and be careful also with the kind of woman you do things with. There's some kind of women that look, if you do things to them, a karma will come after you. It's just the truth. Now, Mr. Ibo has divided his home. I'm sure, I just pray that all this that's going on, it doesn't see them. It doesn't come across all this thing that's going on right now. Going around, what is the name at the end of the day? What name do Mr. Ibo possess? When it shows up on your search on your Google, you see a man that they said he's an actor, and something that will not come alongside with it. They say good name matters more than riches. I was saying something. I said, does it mean that he brought the second wife now? Is his home now in order? Is everything now, like everything stable? It's even worse than what it is. So anyone you are with as a wife or as a husband, tell God to please help you, because even at it, apart from being a wife or husband relationship, even other individuals, you will definitely have some kind of things to complain about them for, because you are not all perfect beings. You understand? Now, like I said before, let me explain to you what this very voice notes, what they said. This that Jasmine, as the other woman, because just like between another woman and Mr. Ibo, and that Jasmine, that Mr. Ibo is sleeping around with Jasmine. That after she slept with Mr. Ibo, now she went ahead to be sleeping with his son. I don't know, like, is it that she's in that house, and that lady claimed that Jasmine herself used Mr. Ibo to be popular, that Jasmine is not actually the adopted daughter, that Mr. Ibo sleeps with Jasmine, and at the end of the day, Mr. Ibo now said the reason why he stopped there, the conversation is not me saying that the reason why he stopped sleeping or having a relationship with the lady, which is Jasmine, was because she has gone ahead to sleep with his son, and that is why he stopped, having any whatever with Jasmine. That's why I stopped having it. And the lady on the other hand was saying that how can Jasmine do this, that she just came to because we heard that she's now the one that is taking possession of the account of Mr. Ibo. The wife, which is the wife of Mr. Ibo now, don't have any concrete ground concerning the accounts, with financial accounts of Mr. Ibo. That the lady Jasmine just came into the house, just became popular overnight because of Mr. Ibo, and she's sleeping around with Mr. Ibo's son. And that is the reason why I raised this very topic today. Turning up for you, fine. Things are turning up for you next. Don't think that polygamy is the next option. Don't think that woman in your home, she's a hell, and maybe I'll just go and get another person. At firstly, when you get that person, they might look nice and good. At the end of the day, what has it turned out to be? Like I said, be careful. If you're a man, if you're a woman, be careful the kind of life you live. What has here? Maybe you might be thinking, like I said, how can somebody record this and keep it as if, and they will not use it against the person that, in person that they're attacking. It's a surprising word. So we should be careful what we do out there. Save your homes. Keep your homes in order. It doesn't mean that in your home that you will not have one or two, combats. But how you're able to successfully, not solely from the woman, because they say a woman keeps their home, but when that woman is keeping her home, please, as a man, help her alongside. Don't say you are doing her favor. Don't say she knows that what she's going to suffer, that is why she's trying to make peace. No, she's making peace because of God. She's making peace because she's not the one that called herself into that very marriage. You two join hands together with that woman and make your family, whole, make your family peaceful, make your family conducive to living. If because how you live your life, they said how you make your bed is how you will lie on it. The what is attached now to Mr. Ibu's name, as far as I'm concerned, as far as this internet world that we are now living in, we should be careful, is that Mr. Ibu, actually the girl or the lady they call Jasmine, is not actually the, just like he said adopted daughter, but side chick that he later brought into his home. Now is trying to pull the home apart, trying to take over. I'm going to end this topic today. Hope you learned something. Like I always share here, YouTube channel, it's just something you're going to learn something, from, no matter what. So hope you enjoyed, and please, while you watch or when you're done watching, I hope you watched this. And please, a lot of people don't watch my video. I know it's long sometimes, but when something that you're watching is making sense, or is productive, or you something that you're learning something from, I think for me that you're going to support. Okay, so just put your likes, and also don't forget to share us out, and please subscribe and turn on your bell so you'll be notified whenever we have new one. So see you on our later one. Peace.